I think I'm like a minute early. I said 11, but here we are. You guys, today I decided to check out a neighborhood that honestly I have not spent a lot of time in here in Chicago. It's called Hill Hill. It is a very unique neighborhood. For one, it got its name from the fact that back in the day, let me tighten up my little situation here. I'm using my gimbal, but I don't think it's set up quite tight enough. Let's see. Hopefully this is better. I don't want a headache and I don't want to give you guys one. But yeah, so back to how the name came to be. Back when it was created, well, let's go back a little step further before we can get into that. Before it became Hill Hill, it was settled by farmers. They hated it, apparently, because it was too swampy. But then, look at that tree, love, love, love. Years later, and that was back like what, in the 1800s when the farmers tried to settle here and farm on it, but it found it too swampy. But then the next group of people to come in and make it home were doctors at a hospital. So that's how it got its name, Hill Hill. And that name has kind of lasted, obviously, until now. As you can see, the homes are super crazy unique. Like in this block is subtle, but you don't see homes like this in Chicago. But wait till you get to some of the other blocks. Like I said, this block is subtle, but some of the other blocks are real fun. Not that this isn't fun, but some of the other blocks, the homes are not subtle at all. Some of the biggest parts of the style are the roofs. You know, that V shape, lots of usage of brick, chimneys. I just love it. I also love that there's lots of topiary kind of like vibes with the gardening. Love that, love that. But yeah, I was like, you know what? Let me go over here and explore because I never have. There's a lot of neighborhoods in Chicago that I haven't explored. Literally, there are 77 neighborhoods in Chicago, technically. So it would take quite a while to explore them all. And even while I'm going to be here today, I'm only going to be exploring a few blocks because this area is called, I believe, Calumet Heights. I believe that's what the area is called. And we're going to be exploring Hill Hill, which there's some controversy about like how far it extends. But one of the consensus is that it goes from 91st to 93rd, Stony Island to Jeffrey. Okay, so that's about, I don't know, maybe 8 blocks or so. But then there's another consensus that says it goes from, I want to say maybe 90th to 95th. And it doesn't extend as far as Jeffrey, I believe, is the consensus of the other group. No one really has like a definite answer. But you'll see that every block, there's similarities to a lot of the homes, but then there are some homes that really stand out. And I love it. It's pretty cool. Haven't really like mapped out like what route I'm taking, so we're just walking. We're just gonna take it in and enjoy it. And see how it goes. If you don't follow me, I would love if you did. Trying to build a little following. Look at that, I love that. So that I can get a little more active on YouTube, on TikTok. Because originally my plan was I wanted to stream on TikTok. But you need 1,000 followers, yada 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 yada, and I don't have that. So I decided, why not just use my YouTube page? Ooh, I really love this one. This one stands out in a lot of ways as well because it looks like it has been modernized, but it's so beautiful. I love the colors. Love, love, love the colors. Love that. Yeah, you don't see a lot of siding like that from the times that I've rolled through. You see more like that. And you can tell that's a little older, right? Because it's like the sun has done a little work on it. But you see more like wood features with the like fancy bricks. But this one, this is a beauty. It's definitely been modernized a bit. But once again, the whole kind of like topiary kind of vibe with the landscaping. I love that. But yeah, this one definitely feels like it's still kind of like probably in its original state. Especially that garage. And like I said, that side. And the color too. But it's nice. I love old buildings. Love them. And this one here, you'll see quite a few of them have those kind of like balconies over the garage area. Keep in mind, like I said, these were homes that doctors built back in the day. And I'm sure they wanted to see if, who could have like the most unique grand home. Cool. But yeah, love that. Today in Chicago, the weather is perfect for a walk. So I'm very happy about that. I was going to do this walk on Sunday, but it got so warm. I just was not about it. You'll definitely get more walks out of me in fall, winter than you will in the summer, because a girl don't like hot. Let's see. Which way will we turn? We are currently on 92nd and Gear. I think we will go... We're gonna go to the right. Let's see what we got. I love that there's like that little chandelier over the door. Cute. And over there, another one with that same kind of style, like the blue one with the wood. They love their topiary vibes. Well manicured bushes. And just a little bit about the demographics here. Majority black. Obviously upper middle class. I don't know, my gimbal. Maybe I don't have it set right. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to make this a pleasant walk without my phone moving too much. At some point I may have to switch gimbals, because my phone, when I bought this gimbal, I had a much smaller phone. Now I got a big phone. I got an iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's not small. But hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not too shaky. Hopefully. This is definitely one of those blocks with a nice variety of different styles. Oh, I like that. I like the one with the bricks inset. Cool. Definitely looks original. Is this one all big house? Because it's the same brick. Oh, that's the garage. Okay, cool. And you actually don't see this a lot. But we did see this in Hyde Park when we went a while, like maybe a few weeks ago. Like you go under to get in. We did see that at one of the more modern buildings in Hyde Park when we were on Hyde Park Avenue. Nice. We're gonna keep straight or we'll go down a little side street. I don't know. A little side street. Maybe we'll keep straight. But yeah, like definitely a nice variety of different styles. Because once again, I feel like back then as with now. A lot of times people are trying to make their homes be different and stand out and not look like the neighbors. So definitely a lot of different styles. And one thing I think I read is like there's not a lot of new homes over here, you know, because why destroy perfection, you know, something so classic and beautiful. If anything, maybe you're modernizing it a little bit. Hey, Brian. Yeah, this little gimbal, like I said, I don't know if it's because my phone is so heavy or what. But yeah, I might have to switch out because this is not an expensive gimbal at all. Like, this is some little cheap thing that I got for my iPhone 8 or something. Like years back. But yeah, look at that. Pretty cool. I love the brick insets. And you guys, if you're not following Ryan, follow him. He is back live on TikTok at Brian Really. Ooh, look at that. That's cute. I love those windows. Little cute backyard situation. But like I said, you're gonna find a huge variety on some blocks. There are some blocks where all the homes look alike, but the majority of these blocks that are going north-south, you'll find a huge variety of homes. I noticed that when I was driving around. So we're at 91st, which I told you guys, people said is kind of like the boundary for the neighborhood. So we might turn and go east. But as you can see, even across 91st, there's still a lot of cool vintage style happening with the homes. We'll cross the street. If you're familiar with the South Side, like I said, one of the takes is that the neighborhood is bordered by Stony and Jeffrey. Stony is that way, which is west. Jeffrey is that way, which is east. And Stony is crazy. Just tell you right now, if you ever come to Chicago and you're on Stony Island, prepare to feel like you're on the motor speedway because the people drive so crazy. But look at this house. I love it. I love it. It's so cool. I just love the style. It's given mid-century mod. They called it like a mod neighborhood anyway, but it's definitely, a lot of the homes are giving it. But yeah, Stony Island, prepare yourself. Because the people drive so fast. It's crazy. I think the alderman is trying to like get some things put in place, some cameras or something. I know he was when the previous mayor was in place. I don't know if that's still happening with the new mayor because I don't know if that's his jam or not. But something needs to be done because like you'll try to do like the speed limit or close to, and trust me, you'll get rode and mowed down because the people drive so crazy. Yeah, you can definitely see much older. Garage situation there needs a little love, but these are our alleys. I don't know if you guys are familiar. This is a prime example of an alley, which to me, like if I had a home and I lived in the city of Chicago, there's no way I'm parking in my garage in the winter because if there's a storm, guess what's not happening in the alley? They are not coming to remove the snow. You literally have to remove it yourself. But that's the beauty over there. That top looks almost like may not be, but it almost looks like it. But that siding could be that. Yeah, Brian, Stony Island is just, I'm just like, these people are crazy. They're zigging, zagging. They're doing at least 50, 60. Like, on a regular basis, like. It's crazy. You know how there's some streets where, yeah, you'll do like 40. No, they're doing like 50, 60. Like, you got to be careful. You'll get run over. Let's see what we got over here. As you can see, the neighborhood is super quiet. Like, that's why it feels so suburban. But it's not. It's right here in the heart of Southside. Yeah, I definitely feel like that top looks like an addition. But maybe it's not. Nice. Another thing I love about the homes, you'll find some of them are like, they love their glass, their windows rather. You know, they were not trying to be private. Because some of them are like wall to wall window, like this one here. The whole front edge is full window. And the one next to it. Pretty cool. Little tiny garage. Hey, doggy. Now this one next to it looks a little modern. Like I said, you won't find a lot of modern homes here, but this one definitely looks like it was modernized a bit. Oh, I love that door. That garage door is cool. Love the landscaping. So nice. Very cool. Love it. Yeah, some of them have really nice large yards. And so then they definitely take advantage of it. So yeah, this house definitely looks like it's been modernized. It's a beauty. They got a pergola in the back, I can see. Yeah, this has definitely been modernized. I love that door. Got like a slight Asian vibe to it. I love architecture, if that's not obvious. And we've got so many great different styles of it throughout Chicago. I wonder if they go all out during the holiday season. They probably do. Some of them probably do. I bet it looks amazing. I would love to know what some of these like different styles are actually called. Take a while, I guess, to kind of research that. One thing I've noticed too is that the majority of them have like side entrances. Not a lot of front door entrances, you know what I mean? Like most of them definitely have like entrances that are set back on the side. But it's so green and lush here. I love that. Love it. So this is the block we're on. So now we're gonna go east. We are on 92nd and Constance currently. Yeah, you know, Brian, unfortunately, I don't have that whole watch me on TikTok vibe. And my first stream, actually, I forgot to even go widescreen. So, but I was like, today I'm like, hey, get it right for YouTube. I'm on YouTube, so I'm going to do what works best on YouTube. Cool, I love this. I sell plants and planty things. My business is called Plants in the Hood, but it goes by Black Plant Lovers. So you're going to always find me admiring the plants because I love them. But about the whole YouTube thing, I'm hoping, you know, to get people to come on over. But people definitely like usually have like their favorite platform that they're used to watching things on. But hopefully they'll be so interested that they'll want to come and see. Because who knows how long it's going to take to get 1,000 followers on TikTok. So, and at this point, I'm not even worried about it. My goal is to just enjoy my walks, share them. And if people watch and enjoy it, then that's all good. Right? It does look good widescreen because, you know, you can really get more of a perspective, I feel like. Especially with these kind of homes. Like these homes, if I was going, you know, recording vertically, would not do them justice. But you literally see like this whole big expansive home. And it looks amazing. I just love all the foliage. Even not, you know, the trees are amazing. I love it. Let's see. Yeah, we are currently at 92nd and Bennett. We're gonna head north. Let's see what we get over here. They've got shutters over their windows. Once again, obviously an original garage because it's so tiny. But I'm really vibing off this like brick inside, stone inside rather. So I think that's pretty cool. Like I really like that. Another thing is I'll have to get used to holding this bloody gimbal. To switch hands, my arm is tired. Like he's literally the first person I've seen since I've been walking. So quiet. Um, I believe so, Brian. Don't get me wrong. I think it is. Truth be told, I'm not that great with some of this. Like, so Hyde Park is kind of like Jackson Park is kind of like my boundary as far as like where I spent the most time. So some of the ones further south than Jackson Park, I don't know the names, but I believe so. I believe when I was reading that it may be, because once again, we're in the 90s. The big, like from 90 to 93rd, Sony to Jeffrey. So you might know this better than me. I don't know all the 77. Maybe the more I do it, the more I'll know the names. Like, I'm from the west side of Chicago. I lived in places like Bronzeville, Ukrainian Village, Logan Square. So I lived in K-Town growing up as a child. So I know those kind of names, but the ones further south, I don't really know them. That's interesting how they use that wood for the balcony. Yes, it's called Pill Hill because I'll retell the story about how the neighborhood began. Prior to it getting its current name, which is Pill Hill, farmers settled here and they found it too swampy, so they didn't stay long. But then the next group of people to come through were the doctors at South Chicago Hospital, and they essentially built this neighborhood, which is called Pill Hill because of the doctors. They all lived here. South Chicago Hospital no longer exists. I think it's called Trinity currently, but don't hold me to that. Oh, this breeze feels so good. Look at that one over there with the lions and other statues out front. It's humongous. Oh yeah, no worries, yeah. I actually started a couple minutes earlier than I said I was, but yeah, I don't mind retelling it so that, if someone comes late, they can hear it. It's kind of like your lies when you have to repeat 40,000 times to people. But it's understandable, if you're just showing up, you don't know what's going on. Yeah, they are serious about the topiary, okay? These bushes will be manicured. I love that though. But yeah, I miss my walks. I used to walk all the time. Mainly in the parks. But I'm excited to get out into the neighborhoods proper more. Oh, I like that one. It's kind of cool. It's just a little box, but I kind of dig that. The levels, I think that's what I like. Look at these trees. Pretty cool. Another box house. These two almost mirror each other. That one and this one. Cool. Look, if you had $1 for every time someone asked you, where are you? You could quit your job. Seriously. Sometimes I'm on your live and I'm like, oh my God. And I think that's one of the fails of TikTok. because it doesn't really allow you to let things just stay on the screen and explain what's happening. Like, that would be a really good thing if they could let you just, I think you can do that on Instagram, right? You can just put the topic or the subject or whatever, and it stays. But not TikTok. And I'm actually pretty new to TikTok. Like, well, that's not true. Well, as far as spending time on TikTok, like I have other TikTok accounts. Like I have one for my blog, Curvitude. I have one that I don't really use for my business. But this is the first time these last few months that I've actually spent any amount of time consistently on TikTok. Oh, this one's for sale. It's pretty cool. I love the brick with the little portholes. Oh, wow. Should make an appointment just to come see inside. That's pretty cool. Ivan the Realtor. I like the little one over there. The glass frontage. But yeah, this is the one that's for sale. Oh wow, you can kind of see inside. It's definitely old. I love that though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because TikTok started off for the kids, Brian. Maybe that's why they. Maybe that's why everything feels a little dumbed down because it was for the kids. I mean, think about it. Like all the gifts and stuff, they're like so kiddie. Maybe that's why it's like that. Ooh, I love that one. I saw something yesterday, actually. Going back to that realtor, Ivan. Like, and the guy was like, "Yeah." Hopefully that didn't. One of my alarms just went off. But the guy was like, "Yeah, the realtors, they really love themselves because they always have pictures of themselves all over their advertisement." I actually studied to get the real estate license here in the state of Illinois, passed the test and everything, but didn't sell it. Didn't sell anything. Just didn't. Decided not to. Love that tree. I thought I turned all my alarms off. I didn't. So that alarm will be going off again in 8 minutes. Because I was trying to turn it off, but instead I paused it. That's a big old satellite. But oh, I love these box style homes. I love all of them, but those are really standing out for me. I think it's because at this point in my life, I just want like a really small home. Nothing too much, just enough. Oh yeah, TikTok is Realtor City. Another example of an alley in Chicago. These people might be a little luckier because they don't have garages on both sides. So the wintertime may not be as rough, but then you still have to dig yourself out if it's a lot of snow. Oh, I love that. I think we saw that one. Yeah, we saw that garage, but I love that wood. But yeah, you guys, if you wonder who the Brian is that I keep mentioning, he's Brian Really. He's here on YouTube, but he also streams on TikTok. Check him out. He goes all over. Really fun perspective, and he's so smart. He knows so much about architecture and history. So love watching his lives. Yeah, see, now we're getting to the point where the homes are becoming more traditional, quote unquote. Yeah. Because we're at 90th and Bennett. We've been going for a little bit over 35 minutes. I think we'll go down a couple more blocks. But I really just wanted to share a little bit of something that I enjoyed with you guys, because I thought you would enjoy it as well. Once again, one of our goals, like, all of us who stream here in Chicago, is to just show you how diverse it is, because it truly is diverse. This is a perspective we haven't seen. Some of the backyards. This is definitely one of the older homes. Needs a little bit of repair. You will find on the south side that there is a lot of signage like this on various blocks, just welcoming folks. This is an honorary block, Dr. Claude and Addie Wyatt. We're at 90th and Euclid. That's what those brown signs are. They're like honoring different people. When you come to Chicago, you see the brown signs on the poles. They're honorable signs, honorable mentions. Oh wait, are they working on that house? Wow, I wonder. 90th and Euclid. Maybe you can find it online. You are welcome, Brian. Like I said, we all are, sharing our city. So many different perspectives. I think it's great. Yeah, but this is definitely one of the more traditional blocks. I think we do have some more of the more mod style homes coming up once we get back past 91st. Cute. Yeah, definitely more like you'll see homes like this all over Chicago on this block. Homes like this. North, south, east, and west. I love that it's like, early fall, but look, the trees still blooming. Nice. Nice. Another thing about this neighborhood, it's a little hilly, if you can see coming up. It's a little hill situation coming up. This is the Robert A. Black Magnet School. And we are at Jeffrey. That there is Jeffrey. Major bus line runs on Jeffrey. Major bus line runs on Jeffrey. My alarm just went off again. But let's see. I think like I said, I'll walk a couple more blocks and then I'll call it. Thanks for joining me. Or thanks for watching if you're watching this after the fact. Please like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Gotta walk up these stairs. Oh, look at this tree. Cool. I think we're gonna go over one though. Yeah. We're 91st and Euclid, but we're gonna go one block. Or did we already go there? Let's see. I think we already went there. Because I believe it's Bennett. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think we are back to Bennett. And we already walked that block. But once again, we're here today in Pill Hill, which some people say runs from 91st to 93rd, Jeffrey to Stony Island. Other people say it's a little wider, but ultimately, if you go by the first people, it's about 8 blocks wide long. You might be having a seizure, Caleb. You should get that checked. People are so weird. You'll be all right, or not. It's up to you. Yeah. I love that. Thanks for joining, Brian. See you on your next walk. All right, you guys. Yeah, so this is kind of like we've already walked this walk. Like I said, it's a really small area, but pretty interesting as far as the homes and everything go. So join me on my next walk.